moment, Your Honor. It's true that the witness testified that the defendant pushed her into the river. However, she never stated that she fell from the back end of that bridge. What do you mean? After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Fawels panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge.
If that's true, she would have fallen into the river.
Yeah, that's still not good at all.
Oh, Miss Hawthorne, is Edgeworth correct?
Oh,
now that you mention it, I do remember now when I fell off the bridge. My skirt got caught on one of the bridge wires.
Oh, that must have been a bad way to go out. You can't be serious.
Order in court.
It seems Miss Faye's assault has finally reached its conclusion. Not now, Mia. There's no time to retreat. Unfortunately for you, this is just the start of Miss Faye's assault. What? I'm actually going to assault you now. Also, I believe your reasoning went something like this, Mr. Edgeworth. After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Fawels panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. However, once again, I'm forced to say that's impossible. Ridiculous! What's so impossible about it? Because your flawed logic contradicts the court record. Oh wait, we can use this, I guess. No, wait. Wrong one. Because we can look the... Oh, the... Okay. Your Honor, all of the answers are right here in this photo. Take a look at the wires supporting both sides of the bridge. They extend up to about 5 feet off the ground. It would be impossible for someone to push someone off from there. But let's remember the size and strength of the defendant. Wires like this wouldn't be a problem for him. He could have easily picked up a 14-year-old girl and thrown her over. So young, and already so forgetful, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Fawels had been shot in the right arm. And more importantly, Valerie Hawthorne had a gun trained on him at point-blank range. So, Mr. Fawels throwing the witness off the bridge? That's clearly impossible. Quah!
Order, what is the meaning of this?
Dahlia Hawthorne, you jumped in the Eagle River intentionally. Indeed, what do you mean by such ridiculous of a remark?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. My sister was here to help me. She had her gun and handcuffs. She could have saved me. Jumping into a raging river like that would have been suicide.
Perhaps, but still, that's exactly what you did. You were probably confident that you could handle the swift current. But even more so, the witness was stupid! And also, the witness had a much more compelling reason of jumping into the river.
What?
Oh, then what is it? What was so important that she'd want to jump into the river? The witness is still alive. That fact alone explains everything. This is why she risked her life by jumping into the rapids of the Eagle River. She risked her life by jumping. Just jumping. 5 years ago, something else disappeared along with Dahlia that day. The item that Valerie brought up the mountain with her. The $2 million diamond. No, it can't be. Yes, Dahlia had it all planned from the beginning. The $2 million. She was going to keep it all for herself. She forced Mr. Fawels to help her fake the kidnapping. 2 million. 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 At the last minute, she betrayed him and threw herself into the river, with the ransom tucked away safely in her backpack. Why, that's simply ridiculous. Your Honor, 5 years ago, the witness was only 14 years old. Do you really think a 14-year-old is capable of such a demonic plan? This woman is a... So, we just ran out of space right as Mia said. This woman is a demon. My screen flashed black for a split second, and then the audio went all weird on Dougie's Skype. So clearly, Dahlia Hawthorne is haunting this video. I apologize for anyone who got this far into the video and is now like, wait a minute, is Dahlia going to come out and murder me? Don't worry, Dahlia is stupid.
We have contained the Dahlia. It is safe now.
Yes. This woman is a demon. And there was one more person who helped make a demon out of her. Her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. Your Honor, we're trying to finish this as fast as possible. That means read your line.
The camera.
Okay, Yanni Yogi.
Excuse you, what?
Because every time you read your line, you fall asleep, and then you have to wake up and do your whole thing.
Can you turn the camera on?
What? Why is Skype...
I don't know why, but when you're in Skype and then you...
Are you... there?
Leave the app, because I was like, you said you were left, so I was leaving the app. Apparently it turns the camera off for some reason.
Wait, why were you leaving Skype? You needed to read your lines.
Because you said you'd be right back.
Oh. Okay.
You mean the victim was involved in the kidnapping plot as well?
But she was a detective then. You're saying she participated in her sister's kidnapping? Precisely. I'm sure that weighed heavily on her conscience for the past 5 years. This is the sole reason behind the victim's murder. What I mean by that is on the day of the murder, after receiving the phone call from Mr. Fawels, Valerie called her sister Dahlia, and then she told her what she was planning to do. By planning to do... She was going to tell the truth. The whole truth, as she wrote in her note. That is what sealed Valerie Hawthorne's fate. That is when you hatched your demonic plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. A plan that would ensure neither of your accomplices to the kidnapping would talk. And that is why you killed your sister, Valerie Hawthorne.
Forgive me. It's just hilarious. What witness? Is that you? You will use me, woman. Miss Mia. Naturally. You have the evidence to back it up, don't you? Evidence that I planned the kidnapping and...
Okay, yeah, I get your point. Well,
How dare you interrupt me? What happened to the $2 million diamond? If you can't prove evidence of that, well,
I don't know.
What a joke, you Miss Faye. Are you stupid or something?
1 minute, I'm going to call my sister.
Go right ahead. It's not gonna do much.
Okay, you're Mia.
Maya!
What?
Is being a poop.
What did she do?
She asked me if I'm stupid.
Yeah, she asked because she can't tell because she's the stupid one.
Oh, she also thinks I'm a joke.
Yeah, because you're fun to be around.
That makes a lot of sense.
Can you give the phone to her?
Sure. Dahlia, take phone.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, it's you!
Yeah!
What was your name? I didn't catch what it was, actually.
You don't want to know.
Okay. I guess I don't care.
No.
What?
If you know, I'll have to kill you.
Okay, cool.
Wait, what?
Cool.
Why are you reacting so calmly?
Because you have no idea where I live. You don't know who I am. You... Come and murder me, I dare you!
What?
Come and murder me, I dare you. This is a challenge.
There, I murdered you.
No, you didn't. You call my sis stupid. I did not ask my sis to pass you the phone just to hear you make empty threats and just whine like a baby.
Then why are you talking to me?
I am 7 years younger than you, and I am considered childish for my age, and I am still less of a baby than you. So why don't you shut your face? Why don't you just shut your face and stop bothering my sis?
That's not going to happen.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know what I could do to hurt you. You already cry at everything. Goodbye.
Bye.
Can I prove a fake kidnapping that happened 5 years ago? Also, can I please have my phone back? I see you trying to shove it in your pocket.
I'm not.
I will take that.
Yeah.
I don't even have decisive proof of Valerie Hawthorne's murder.
Well, it seems we have come to the end. To be honest, the witness's behavior does raise certain suspicion. However, I am forced to reject the assertions made by the defense. Of course you are.
Is this it? Is it really over? The girl has made a fool of me, and there's nothing I can do about it. Except for call my sister.
Without evidence, a trial is over. Who decided that?
Mr. Armando.
Come on now, Kitten.
Get down! Okay, continue.
Having you figure it out, you can make your own rules.
Is that why you always do? And so does your cousin or brother or whatever the poop he is?
How dare you insult him like that?
So he is your brother.
Okay. That
Or
reminds
cousin.
me, I need to pick up salt. you reminded me I need soul.
Okay,
For some
just
reason.
continue speaking.
For example, even if there's no evidence, there's still testimony.
Testimony?
On the day in question, Dahlia Hoffman murdered wait, what? She hid the body in the trunk of the car, disguised as her sister Valerie.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
In that case, there's only one answer, right? The only one person that can let to testify is about the
Since there's no proof,
murder.
there's only one thing left to do. Who's the one person who can testify to that demon woman's crimes? Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness.
A new witness?
Yes, we would like to hear the testimony of Terry Fawels. The defendant. There's only one person that can shed any further light on the situation. Only one person that knows what Dahlia's role in the kidnapping was. Only one person that can say whether the person in the photo is Valerie Hawthorne, or whether it was, in fact, her younger sister Dahlia disguised as her. There's only one person who can solve this riddle once and for all, and that person is Terry Fawels.
Mr. Edward, what is your take on this?
Why not? The prosecution has no objection.
I will bring the defendant to the witness's stand.
This is my last chance, Mr. Fawels. My last chance to establish her guilt. You're all I have left.
I find that you have heard everything has been said up to this point, yes?
I don't believe it. No way. Dahlia died 5 years ago. Valerie betrayed me. Mr. Fawels, I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. Dahlia is very much alive. With maybe a little bit of brain damage, but besides that, and you were used for $2 million. That's not true.
Mr. Fawels, there's only one answer to the question. 2 days ago in Dusky Ridge, who did she meet? Was it Valerie or Dahlia? Dahlia.
Dahlia, did you betray me? 5 years ago, she promised never ever betray each other.
Ow.
Dahlia, it's true. You are alive.
You don't trust me anymore. That makes me sad.
Tell the truth, the real truth. I believed in you.
I shouldn't need to say it. You should already know. But there is one thing I will say. My life is in your hands right now, Terry.
Dahlia.
I will allow Mr. Phillips to testify once. Eek, I'm sorry, I apologize.
Water. Please, water. Can't talk. Need water.
Oh well, I guess you'll have to be coffee. Why does it have to be coffee?
Wait. Just read line.
Oh. At least it will match the way he's feeling right now. Darker and bitter than Satan's pasta.
That day, 4 p.m. I stopped the car. I was in front of bridge. She wasn't there. So I waited on bridge. I watched my car from bridge. I never put nobody in that car. Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me. We talked. Then she left. That was Valerie. Not my Dahlia. Mr. Fawels, you're covering for her. Do you think she would do the same for you? That's enough, Miss Fay. His last statement was a fitting way to end the final testimony of the trial.
Well,
Is this how you want to end, Mr. Fawels? Another guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence?
there's only one person who can stop it. You, Kitten. I think.
Wait, that last part didn't really help. Okay.
I mean, I don't think. Does that help?
No? What?
No, I don't think because I know.
Okay. How can you be so sure? It was raining at the time, and sunset that day was at 5 o'clock. It would have already been pretty dark on that mountain at 4:30. Please, Mr. Fawels, this is your last chance. You've already taken the fall once for something you didn't do. That woman. It wasn't Dahlia. Stop right there. What more needs to be said?
Huh?
Even if it means the death penalty. Even if it means taking the blame for murder. You'll still do whatever is necessary to protect her, won't you, Mr. Fawels?
I know it's obvious, but he's clearly lying. He's been cursed by Dahlia. He's going to go to his verse of believing in her. You can show he's lying, the poor guy is cursed. You'll have a point. That's the cause of lawyer, I guess. His uncertainty is not very comforting.
Yeah. What point? What are we talking about?
We're talking about...
What did you talk to her about anyways? Exactly! Mr. Fawels. Valerie told the truth about the kidnapping 5 years ago. She said someone needed to take the blame for it. That was all I could think to do. She said that. That's why she lied. Got me the death penalty. And were you satisfied with that answer, witness? Dahlia died. It was my fault. But I don't really remember. Maybe I did. Maybe I did push her in. It doesn't matter no more. Either way, my Dahlia, my sweet teen angel, dead. But you just saw that she isn't dead. After Valerie talked to me on bridge, nothing left to live for. Mr. Fawels, think carefully now. Are you certain that it was Valerie Hawthorne? I never lie. It's the truth. It was Valerie. I remember her face. Wait a minute. If you remembered her face, then why'd you make her wear a scarf as identification? Sorry. I told a little lie. But the woman I met, she was different from the woman standing here now. She was different. It was Valerie. You were watching the car? That bridge, other side is broken. Nobody can come from there. So he's watching the car. What else were you expecting him to do? Suppose that's the obvious thing to do, but something's bothering me. I'm getting that feeling. A contradiction. And no one lives there on the other side of the bridge. There's a small shrine up on the mountain, but that's it. Anyway, nobody came. No car, nothing. So, when you got to the bridge, no one had arrived, huh? So you waited on the bridge. You're sure of that? Yeah, I'm sure. You're sure, huh? Well, then I'm sure too, Mr. Fawels. I'm sure that you're lying. What? What? Oh, I would love to hear the rationale for this, Miss Faye. 1 second, Dougie fell.
Ow! Why did you do that?
I didn't do anything, Nick.
What happened? Ow. That was painful.
No, it wasn't. You're in the phone, Nick. Don't be a baby.
Some of your devices have feelings too.
Yeah, but you are saying you were hurt. Never mind. You want to know who arrived at the bridge first? Just look at this photo. It's perfectly clear. Obviously, the person that came first would be the one at the end of the bridge, right? But that's where but that's the victim at the end of the bridge. Precisely my point. In other words, Mr. Fawels, you must have arrived at the bridge after she did. Mr. Fawels, please don't get so worked up. We just want the truth. I got there around 4 o'clock, it's true. I had somewhere to go. A special place.
Did you go to this special place before you went to the bridge?
Yeah, it's an old temple about 15 minutes from the bridge. 5 years ago, me and Dahlia, we promised each other. We swore we wouldn't betray each other. She brought a memento to represent our love. Memento. 5 years ago, I hid it under base of tree there. It's a special memory for me. This is it. This is what I want to get. It does. It looks like that snack Phoenix had in one trial.
Yes, snack. A very delicious snack.
Okay.
This little bottle necklace. It's quite charming, but it looked empty.
Your Honor, you heard what my client said. He arrived at the scene at 4 o'clock, but then left his car unattended and walked away. He was gone for approximately 30 minutes. With that much time, Dahlia Hawthorne could have easily hidden the body in the trunk of his car. No!
No.
I've still got a chance. Mr. Fawels. There's no mistaking. Huh? Mr. Fawels? That's enough. Please.
Witness?
I promised her 5 years ago. If it ever happens, and we can't trust each other no more, then we're supposed to drink bottle. He drank the bottle. No! Stop the trial. Your Honor, we need a recess. I was stupid. Couldn't keep promise. So I did it. I drank this. No! That's Edward's voice. No, we're so close. Just a little more. I was going to prove your innocence. No, don't want that. Don't trust self. Maybe kill again. My sweet Dahlia. Again. Mr. Fawels? Mr. Armando. Thanks for the coffee. Mr. Fawels! And so my first trial ended. Suddenly and tragically. Ended with no winners, only losers. I ended up with a wound that cut so deep into my soul, I thought it'd never heal. I'm sure it was the same for the young prosecutor as well. But one person, the true criminal, Dahlia Hawthorne, she left the courtroom with a secret smile on her demonically sweet face. What a navy.
I know.
Huh, that guy just committed suicide. I want to say words, but I can't. Not just because they're inappropriate, but also because other reasons why I can't say them. Anyways, continue.
Yeah.
I'll explain later.
Okay.
But
Unforgivable.
Mr. Armando.
We were so close to the truth. She was there right in front of us. You were just a
It's
little
not my
too
fault.
self-contained.
It's my fault. It's all my fault that Mr. False killed himself.
Don't cry, Kitten. You're going to make the coffee all salty.
I knew it. I knew I wasn't cut out for this.
Me up.
Now Gatto's theme is playing.
Yeah.
Seriously, what do you think about this guy, though? I want to hear. I won't tell you if you're right or not, but
Wait. What way do you mean? What do I
I
think?
think it's very clear he's in some way related to Gatto.
Yes.
Okay, what do you think the relation is? I won't tell you if you're right or not.
I'm assuming he's probably his brother. That's the thing that makes the most sense.
Is
But
it?
knowing this game, the thing that makes the most sense is true. Because this game is usually very confused. Don't you get it? You can't cry yet. Wait, what? Where did it go?
I don't know.
I think this is enough.
I don't know whether to laugh or be like, why? What was that for?
Wait, no, because it obviously was still there because you can see the
Yeah.
coffee dripping, but there's no cup.
Wait, can you? That's
No,
blood.
The scene before this, you did.
Oh, really?
You saw the coffee is still dripping, but there was no cup. Wait a minute!
He broke logic.
Wait a minute! That's where Gatto gets all his coffee. He can produce it out of thin air.
We figured it out. It comes out of his hand.
Wait a minute, he bleeds coffee?
I was just gonna say that.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Okay, let's continue though, so we can start the next case tonight.
The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's over.
Mr. Armando, that was stupid. Why did you... No matter how tough the case, no matter how bitter the memories, they always fade over time. Then you file them away and eventually forget them.
Yeah, where did the cup go?
Okay, also, did you realize, look where Phoenix is. Where do you think Phoenix is right now?
It looks like a hospital.
Yeah, you see the IV bag, right?
Yeah.
We'll get to that. 1 year later in this very same courthouse, I myself got wrapped up in that case. Only after that did Dahlia Hawthorne get put on trial for her crimes. The verdict that was ultimately handed down to her was guilty, of course. Naturally, when the verdict was read, she had a perfect, angelic smile on her face. Oh no, not guilty. Oh! What? It is finally all over. At least, that's what I thought at the time. Unfortunately, I couldn't have been more wrong. It's been 5 years, but now something has happened that has made me remember all this. Enter the next trial. Thanks for watching. Oh, we're going to end it here. Thanks for watching, Pharaoh!